Last night we just got about 6 inches of snow, which you can probably judge it there. It's about $1 bill, but it's not like regular snow that we normally get up here at this time of year. Normally it's very dry and fluffy. This is a very wet, sticky snow. I'm headed to the mountain, but I gotta make a quick trail for the dogs to go pee, and then I'm gonna catch you up on what the hell's been going on my channel. I'm telling you, it's a really wet, sticky snow. You can see the way it's clumping. Our snow never clumps like that. It's gonna be sort of 1 or 2 runs and out. It's Christmas time, so Merry Christmas to you. This year, Christmas sucks royally for me. This is the new GoPro cold weather battery, and I got 2 of them for my GoPro 10. Now these will work on the GoPro 8 and 9 also. A lot of people are like, whoa, why didn't they just come out with that from the very beginning? Well, maybe technology wasn't quite there yet, or they would have probably had it on the 8 and the 9 because they would make a lot more money if they had come out with this years ago. I'm just happy that it's now a thing because it is a cold, snowy morning. We got 6 inches of snow and I'm headed to the mountain to go test these. We'll catch up right after this. I put some notches to hold my snowboards in place because they were slipping and sliding everywhere. Woo! I'm actually burning up. It says it's 30 degrees outside, so it's not super cold to test these GoPro batteries, but I think it's cold enough because when you're actually in the snow and you're doing stuff, the wind's blowing. On a day like this, my GoPro battery would shut off. I've had it shut off on days where it wasn't even close to this cold before. This is really the first good test I have of the Jeep in the snow too, so let's do this. So far, no slippage at all, and I'm actually really impressed because these are like a mud terrain tire, and I was not expecting it to handle this well. Good job, Jeep. You might have noticed that over the last month, I've only posted 1 or 2 videos here on the channel. Well, that's because a lot has been going on in my life, and most of that hasn't been very good. I don't want to get too deep into all that in this video, but briefly, I did go through a breakup in the middle of COVID, of a 10-year relationship. We kept in touch, and I really thought it was going somewhere still, and we were gonna fix the things that fell apart through COVID. Hell, I went out and tried to give the girl a ring. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm finally going through with this. Hey, what's going on here? So that's been a big part of why I've been sort of missing in action. In some ways, it feels like a loss of your family. Well, it 100% feels like a loss of your family, but again, I don't want to bum this video out. So let's get back to testing this GoPro battery and getting some powder laps on this Gilson Fly board, which I want to talk about a little bit later in the video. Leviathan. There's some wet, heavy snow. You can really feel it. It's a workout to say the least when it's that wet, heavy snow. We really don't usually have that wet, heavy stuff at this time of year. I am riding on the last generation Burton step-ons today. I am doing a video about the new generation Burton step-ons. Well, it's already out. If you haven't seen it, go check it out in the card, or just go in my channel under videos, and it should be like in the last couple after this. I am a little bummed because Keystone got 6 inches. You saw how much snow we got, but they packed it all down. I have not found any thick stuff except on the very edges of the run, and not much. Now let's talk a little bit more about this GoPro battery, the extended life battery that they just released that's supposed to do better in cold weather conditions. Now I didn't just go in and buy this battery because that's what they claimed. I actually did a lot of research, and it extends the life on the battery in cold conditions as well as warm conditions. So even if you don't live in the cold and you need extra batteries, it makes more sense to spend the extra money to get this battery versus the regular batteries. So far on a cold day like today, I have had no issues. It is not shutting off. It has not gone off once on me, which the regular batteries do tend to do on cold days. Hell, I've had the regular batteries just shut off in the middle of recording in cold water when I went out trying to film dolphins, and it sucked because I missed shots of whales and I missed shots of dolphins that I would have got otherwise if the battery had not failed, or the just camera in general failed. I assumed it was the camera at the time. Maybe it was the battery, who knows. I did exchange it. This is a new GoPro 10 and I am using it now with those extended batteries. I started filming this, I had like 70% give or take on the battery. I forgot to recharge it last night. Everything I filmed this morning, and it's only down to like 59, 57%. So we'll see if it has enough juice to get me through this day and back to the house to do some snow blowing. Find out. Let's go do another run. That was fun. Down there. Now the board you see me riding today is what's called a powder board. This particular one is the most fun I've ever had on a powder board. I say that over and over, and no, this is not the only powder board I've ridden. I've ridden quite a few powder boards. So that is one of the reasons I reached out to this company, Gilson, and said, hey, I would like to do a graphic for your powder board because your powder board is amazing. Unlike a lot of powder boards that are really rigid, this one actually has some flex to it. And when you get in snow that's like 6 inches, 12 inches, this thing is so much fun. It really feels like you're out in the ocean just surfing a wave. It's so incredible. So if you are in the market, I have done a graphic now for this company. This board that you're seeing linked below, the link is there. You can go grab it now, or if you like the other graphic I did for their all mountain park board, you can grab that one too. I think you can use Sean Oz VIP still to save 60 bucks. It is a limited run, so it's worth picking up even if you just want to hang it on your wall one day. And yes, I do recommend getting a powder board. I think I'll make a standalone video at some point explaining more on why a powder board is beneficial when you have like 6 inches plus in snow, but it really helps get rid of that leg burn that you get because you can set your binding so far back towards the tail, and just the way the board is designed, it helps keep you floating above the snow instead of just sinking into it. And if you're debating it, I would definitely consider getting a powder board for those deeper days. I am absolutely amazed the camera hasn't shut off even once. The new extended battery has lived up to its name because it is cold, especially when you're moving like 30, 40 miles per hour in temperatures like this. And almost always will the GoPro shut off in cold conditions. It's not shut off once today. So if you were really just on the edge of getting that new battery, spend the extra couple bucks, get the battery. It's well worth it. Well, the tourist crowd has gotten here and it is crowded. Anyways, it's time for me to get back to the house, snow blow the driveway, get ready for work. The GoPro battery is at 30%. Really, there's no question in it. If you need a new battery, that's the way to go. And if it's warmer conditions, it's gonna work better too. So it's a win-win for everyone. Let's go ahead and head back to the house. Well, we'll take the run down, then head back over to the house and get ready for the workday. One one thing you do have to keep in mind is that if you start switching the settings around, you switch it from 1080 to 4K, 120 frames a second, it sucks more battery power out, so your battery's not gonna last as long. Keep that in mind. You can always get a much longer day out of one battery at 1080, 30, or 1080, even 60 frames a second. Just a little tip. And the battery lasted my whole day, which was like from 7 in the morning till about now, which is 10:30, almost 11. See you, puppies. Hopefully you have a better Christmas than I do. The house, this is how it is. Listen, it's like this all the time now. Yeah, it used to have people singing and playing and laughing and arguing and all kinds of emotions and things happening in the house, and now it's just dead silent. Sort of sucks. This is the pole that I've been using all day, and I would definitely highly recommend it. I'm going to do a standalone video on this pole. It's made of carbon fiber. It's super light, and it works really good for 360 video, not just regular GoPro stuff. So if you're in the market for a pole, this is why you stay towards the end of my videos, so you can get little tips and tricks like this so you can better your own videos. That's it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Remember to like, subscribe, and do all that fun shit. And we'll see you in the next one. Hope you had a great Christmas. Maybe next year might be better. Later, everyone.